Hello everyone, this is a Greyshot 117 to bring you another Steel Division replay. This is a 3v3 and a close quarters game type. Yeah, so if you don't know or new to Steel Division, and at least recently new, they added a new game type, which is close quarters. So you instantly engage with your units, and then afterwards, again, it's just normal deployment. But the reason why people do this is that way it allows for quicker and better defensive line across the front line. So that way you don't have the quick rush or someone dropping down a firebomb on a road to stop people from coming in, because that can be a little bit cheap. It is. I do it all the time. But in any capacity, you can then have just all your guys deploy on the front line, have a stable engagement, and it'll be good. Now, as you can see on this map, it's a lot of hedgerows. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of close quarters combat. Not as much as you think. It's kind of like a big maze of sorts where you just have to kind of fight through small holes and push through. In any case, let's see. We have Brother Pedro, Tangoro, and Terumi versus Starkiller, Icar, and Very Obese. We have Canadian Infantry for 101st Airborne and Armored versus Panzer, Panzer, and Panzer. So all Panzers versing a nice mix. And for those who are wondering what's the difference between an airborne or a, I believe it's Fallschirmjäger, and a Canadian or an infantry unit, infantry will keep fighting, and then if they get surrounded, they'll surrender. Airborne infantry are slightly different. They mainly rely on infantry, but theirs will not surrender. So, fun fact. So, what does that mean? Alright, well, we got a bunch of guys moving up. A lot of mobilized infantry, some decent veterancy. A lot of, wow, alright, early AA. Big mechanized group preparing to push forward from, who is this? Trying to get the name. Tengoyo. Okay, interesting choice. Again, could be very effective if he can try to rush forward. And my guess would be try to rush here. Either that or control the a couple buildings right there. And if he controls this area, he should be a nice open game to kill the, allies in this general area. But the nice thing about these hedgerows is we rush over here to this infantry. The infantry that has like this, the bazooka or whatnot, firing long range, it's great because, again, a lot of these areas are so short that they can get in range without putting themselves at risk. The hedgerow essentially is cover. So think of these as like large cover areas you can walk through. Tanks can't fire through them typically, and you can fire through with your infantry in these heavy cover areas and fire upon the tanks. Really cool, really unique design, and awesome for this map because it's not wide open. So in this area you can get close, fire the bazooka, take out the armor, and then move your infantry right on through. That said, you still have to worry about, armored vehicles, but we'll see how things go when it kick off in 3, 2, please be about now. Come on, you can do it. Anytime. Wow. Okay, so it looks like the Axis are going in for pincers, while the Allies are going for, mass lines. So we'll see how well it goes. Can the tip of the spear break the shield, or will the shield hold? That is the question. Speaking of which, mechanized, deployed, and you can see all these armored units quickly moving through. They're doing a pretty damn good job. I love how they're shredding some of the force trying to get through. But if I recall correctly, they have an AT gun? Aw, damn it. Oh my god, this is amazing. The freaking Boffer is opening fire on this. They're like, open fire, man! Open fire on that Boffer! The Boffer seems to be pulling back, so it's on the retreat. Infantry charging forward. What the hell? Tipped over truck. Interesting. So it looks like with the sheer amount of MG fire on that region, it's doing exactly what it needs to, although the infantry did take some heavy casualties. MG opening fire now on that infantry. They're going to move probably the mechanized stuff, but if he can move up that AT gun, it can open fire on the mechanized stuff. He can also move over the infantry, kind of assist, but he seems to be not moving. Okay, now he is. So that's an interesting attack, although, holy shit. I think this needs to be represented better, because I don't think he's that far. But whatever, it's keeping the allies in check. Anyway, push over here. You have Lukes and whatnot, opening fire. Infantry holding, but remember, we don't have any ET. The super team should have moved up. Would have helped with a half track, actually both, because that's really the reason why they're being pushed back. So, kind of a loss there. We have a M4105 Stuart just chilling. Alright, cool, why not? Oh, there we go. Artillery opening fire, pinning all these suckers down, and that's what they need. Just pin them down so that way the MG and the AT gun can get in better area, better range, and move up. Looks like, again, he's keeping his Panzer back because he realized, oh, they might have AT, which he does. We can see here, again, that area. He probably moved up, got shot, and pulled back. So very nice. Very nice shot indeed. A lot more mechanized vehicles moving up. On the right, though, Very Obese seems to be doing pretty damn well. I don't see a lot of obstacles in this area, so this should be pretty good for him to move up and kind of get these hedgerows. That way he can push up more. Nice MG placement. Again, cover the road and cover long range. Let's see. Attack. Again, most likely, again, he's just like, can we move up, please? But that being said, we can see 51%. Not huge, but it's just, it's getting closer to the, again, slight victory. Again, 52%, you start actually gaining. And the fact he has all this is kind of throwing the Axis off. Because even though they're getting small little pushes, this gigantic monstrosity over here of a front line is kind of helpful. Again, I kind of think of this as, for example, everyone likes to think, oh, Battle of Kursk, like the Soviets had it in the bag. Well, fun fact, they had their entire front line on there, and this was right behind that line, like a mile behind the front line of Kursk. Nothing but farmland. So if the Germans would have encircled that entire army and killed them, it probably would have elongated that war and could have thrown them all the way back to Stalingrad. So fun fact. Let's see right now. So we have additional forces moving in. Looks like they have this giant line, but if he gets his artillery going, and again, looks like he is firing. Very nice hit. Let's get a picture of this. Oh, it's a little howitzer. The little howitzer that's literally stopping an entire army. Go, man. Go, little guy, go. Anyway, it looks like infantry is moving up on that point, speaking of which, and more infantry being dropped off. So, nice job. They're opening fire on that MG. They should be able to suppress the damn thing. And, yeah, they're being routed. They have to fall back. And you can see here he's making sure they don't get fire, so that way he can pull back and get him out of there. Because right now, things are not going well. This is Sangoyo saying attack, but Tangoyo is like, I can't push up because of the artillery. And to be fair, he's not... He moved up the half tracks, but remember, we still got that AT gun right about there, so we can't push up too far without being annihilated. Plus, we got bazooka teams, so it should be interesting. Anyway, our big push on the left seems to be doing pretty damn well. Bazooka team falling back, getting shredded by the Lukes, again, out of range. Out of cover, too. I don't know why you're all the way over there. But yeah, it seems like this could be the area in which they actually counter. Whereas, on the flip side, we have this guy, Very Obese, still holding and actually pushing the Axis back. But the Axis by Brother Pedro are advancing on the left-hand side. Though we have a Hellcat being deployed, so that could be a big hassle, especially in this area right here, where there's not a lot of cover for these half-tracks, so this Hellcat can move up and pretty much one-shot these half-tracks, and that Lukes, and that Lukes, and that Marauder. Everything would essentially die. Nice shot. Barely missing the Lukes. Lukes not reacting whatsoever. Hellcat preparing a second round. The 1200 meter. Perfect shot. Knocks it down. And also we have a Bataman for recon purposes. Looks like the infantry was able to knock out the bazooka team. So yeah, he needs to regroup and play defensive. Meanwhile, we have Tangoyo still stuck, but holding. That's the big thing. He is holding. Right now, those half tracks are going to cause havoc as infantry push-ups is pushed up any further. Well, they can just use their MGs to open fire. Though it looks like the riflemen on the right are knocking out some of the guys that are barely alive and give some heavy casualties from the artillery. Though he does have some additional half-tracks moving up. We can see here, because of the command vehicles, they're all Vet 3. So that's pretty damn good. I love that how the freaking Germans are being deployed from the beaches. That's great. Side note, but still. Had a Hearts of Iron game, play a multiplayer. The host cheated, and I swear to God, I'm not even kidding, and automatically dropped in a bunch of American players on Japan. Naval supremacy. No way they can invade me. I get invaded by 20 guys. And I'm like, this isn't right. There's something off about this. Look, if you have naval supremacy, be my guest. But when I have literally naval supremacy for 2 blocks in front, it's like, there's something wrong here. And the guys are just magically teleporting. Yeah, I think you're using some hack commands because you're mad because Germany and Italy managed to knock out all the allies and you went to win against somebody. Anyway, Let's get off that, shall we? Brother Pedro launching an assault. Still managing to push them back. Hellcat had to be pushed back. Probably from Marauder. Marauder, high damage. Same thing with the Hellcat. But Hellcat is slightly better. Ooh, hello. This is awesome. Just flying low, causing havoc. Is it just going to be doing strafing runs? If so, I'll stick with this AC-130. Or is it pulling back now? No, it can still keep... What the fuck? Are you pulling back with that thing? It still has tons of shots and ammo. Oh, okay, I was going to say. There it goes. Wow, it's just going to keep strafing? That's awesome. Going in for a second run. Here we go. Hitting what exactly? Oh, killing the infantry, the recon. Hey, I'll take anything. Essentially, it's just going to keep firing. Alright, cool. Well, it looks like its secondary guns are now opening fire. Star Killer has left, which means the allied player. And looks like this thing is... Oh, okay. It's the guy with... Okay, the guy we're currently watching. Its entire right flank fell. That being said, in the middle, this guy might be... This guy might be in some trouble. He took out the right flank. So now he's pushing armor through here. So these guys could be surrounded and knocked out. These guys are just holding, kind of just stable. But Brother Pedro needs to kind of... Well, now the AI is rushing in. We'll see how well that goes. Looks like the fighter was able to push back the other, but took some heavy hits, though. Let's see. So right now the AI will probably rush up and deal some damage over there. And typically I don't like games with AI, but this AI is actually not bad, so I'll let him have it. Oh no, Starkiller's thing is over here. Well, it's like, hey guys, do you want support? I'll come help you. That's a good AI. I like that. It's like, hey, I could be more help because, I can't really fight that. Oh boy. So it looks like we're about to enter phase B, but before that even happens, Tangoyo deploys a ton of armor. Brother Pedro's deploying this with Tangoyo, so it looks like they're a team effort. Most likely trying to help out their guys that are currently just being overrun in this area. Again, I see one good airstriker, one good artillery piece, and that all dies. Oh, speaking of artillery, here we go. More artillery opening fire. And long-range artillery getting some nice shots on those half-tracks. Speaking of which, artillery is pushing them back, causing some havoc. Bouncing... Wow. I want to see that artillery shot that comes out and bounces off that. That would be insane. Anyway, infantry looking in to flank. We have actually two groups. They can do a nice pincer maneuver. Fighter coming in, knocking out the recon most likely. Going in. Getting some nice hits on that recon, falling back and instantly taken out. AA guns, Beaufort's opening fire though. And the Marauders still fighting all this time. God damn. Still fighting, although it's a little bit smoky. Little smoky. That being said, we have Brother Pedro moving up a lot of forces. That's stupid how he's pushing here. Yet the unit's right there. That's kind of annoying. But bazooka teams are moving up. Hopefully the AI can do some damage and hold them back. Because right now, Brother Pedro is now going to focus fire on everything. And with all these forces right here, he might be able to hit that flank and push them back. We shall see. Right now, it's pretty much the last line defense over here. All sorts of units are holding up by this hedge grove, hoping for reinforcements as the allies grow ever closer. Recon forces are now being drawn back, meaning that the farthest units are now have to hide behind the hedges. Luke's is preparing to open fire. We have a flame unit over here, so that could be annoying. But yeah, they are preparing a massive assault to break through. We'll see how things go. Wow, really? You skipped the Lukes, just going behind enemy lines. Alright, cool, whatever. Over here, it looks like we actually have a bit of a stalemate. Not much action going on, but Very Obese is gaining ground. Too bad his ally, well, was an idiot. Moving on. Let's see. The Lukes are pushing right. Oh, what do we have here? We have a Tiger being deployed. That could be very interesting. And that's from Tangoyo, right? Oh, sorry. Terumi. Looks like he's trying to bring the heavy armor. Again, we're in phase B, so you can actually bring up that stuff. No veterans. Oh, sorry. 2 veterancy with that, so should be pretty good. And you combine that with, say, the command vehicle. Should be able to puncture the lines. I don't see any ET over here, except for the 17-pounder. Which, I'm sorry. 6-pounder, not 17 as I'm thinking. I think it's higher because of the 11 pen. But anyway, it has 12 if you hit on the side. Sure, it could kill it, but very unlikely. Wow, looks like that grand assault backfired because of the AT gun. That's amazing. And looks like there's a big Luke's push over here, but oh wow, no. They're trying to knock out that recon before it can turn around and fire upon those guys, which it would have a great shot on, by the way. Luke's coming out from behind, knocking out everything. That's a good flank. That's a pretty damn good flank. Both artillery pieces are down, all from a simple little Luke's. If this was Company of Heroes, though, that Bofors would have killed that Luke's. Just saying. Anyway, nice flanking maneuver. Lots of Luke's coming in. We have AT guns being rapidly deployed. But the problem is that they're just gonna kill it before they can deploy and really shoot and kill it. We'll see how if it happens, but I'm assuming they're just gonna come around the corner and kill it. We shall see. Yep, here they come. And you're gonna run right into it. Stop, man. There goes one. And I guess they ignore the other. Nope, there it goes. Good job, man. Good job. So we still have the Hellcat over there. We now have air supremacy. Brother Pedro has encircled all these guys in mid. Once again, it sucks that there's an AI, but he's using the breakthrough to his advantage. With all the artillery gone, these guys have no longer should be like kind of grouped up, or no longer have to fear being annihilated by the artillery if they try to attack through here. If so, I guess they're going to keep going behind enemy lines. But we do have some armor moving through. Some better, very powerful armor being deployed. Hopefully helps turn the tide. Brother Pedro, his assumption would be to encircle all these guys and GG it. But if they can close the gap, the AI and... Who is this? Icar could GG it. Could. We'll see what happens. Recon's going out, so they know where these armored vehicles are. And the Icar's moving up his tank. If he can keep Recon over that sector, then he might be able to kill all these vehicles and close the gap. And then, well, actually kind of focus on murdering all these guys that he's been trying to for quite some time. Ooh. I'm assuming that was an armored vehicle and he really could not afford to lose. Oh boy. We have a Panzer IV moving up. I like how the Panzer IV is just slightly better than the Tiger in firepower. Yeah. Anyway. Still, looks like Very Obese is still holding his own, though he is taking some minor losses. He really needs to... Okay, a Wolverine will do. Actually, yeah, it has the armor-piercing capabilities to hold back that Tiger. But, as we just saw there, Tiger can one-shot it, because its armor's not that great. So, you know. You win some, you lose some, you keep your recon there, and move up your tank and open fire and kill it. Use your boat tank and open fire. Come on. Do it. Are you serious? Icar, shoot it. Oh, it's aiming. There we go. They bailed out. They're like, peace! We're done. Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that type of tank. Though the recon just got shot down, and oh my god. They busted through the line and encircled a lot of Icar's forces. So wow, very nice encirclement. Not the area I was expecting to, but very nicely done. Though, it looks like that we have a P-51 Mustang clear in the skies, though we have additional Panzer IVs and a Verbal Wind coming in. Hope take them out. M4 opening fire. Come on, can we kill some of those suckers? How are they not being detected? I don't know. I don't care. But there they go. Okay, IBR got very close. Very Obese surrenders. Alright, well, there goes the left hook. So, I see this encirclement and call GG. Is that what I'm seeing here? I mean, that's fine. That's cool. But I was kind of hoping for more of a... Well, I was kind of hoping for an allied counterattack. But alas, now they are being encircled with all these forces now being like, alright, we'll shift and focus here. Because they can deal with this easily. It was just combined with the artillery. I was like, nope, we can't push through. But that extra leverage on the right. But... AI is not done yet. He has a lot of forces pushing through and may be able to break Brother Pedro in this sector, which could open up the right flank. Fighters still holding their own, but as you can see, they're running out of fuel, so they're going to have to pull back. Half-track still trying to push up, trying to make sure they don't get reconnected, but it looks like the push worked, and the armor from Icar is managing to hold their own. Icar's force is still holding out against, a majority of Axis forces in the region. They should be able to hold at least because of all the heavy cover, and they're going to push out in the negative cover. Should allow for some easy picks. But again, they can't hold out forever. AI is going to push more over here, but they still, I believe, have some AA in the region, which is why he's taking... Yep, they do. Not much, but enough to push it back. Again, I love how this thing's like, yeah, we'll open fire, and this tank's like, I'm sorry, you want to keep doing that? What's the range on this? 1,000 meters. Well, say goodbye, Lukes. Come on, open fire. There we go. Track's broken. Wish you weren't hiding in the shrubs, but oh well. He's opening fire. It's like, no, he has 10 armor. You're not going to do anything. And with that gone, you can pretty much say goodbye to this area. And probably that half-track. So things are not looking too bad for the Allies. Still looking grim, but not too grim. Anyway, looks like an airstrike's coming in. Again, not a bad idea. Try to remove them from the hedgerow so you can push up. Come on. Finish it. Oh, no. Just kill a random half-track. Alright. Oh, boy. But we have more forces encircled again. They are retreating, sort of. And reconnected again? Sure. Why not? AI's pushing decently. Grouping up a little too much for my liking, but whatever. Left-hand side. Very obese AI is still kind of holding. Not amazingly, but it's still holding. Let's see. The question will be... Oh, here we go. Marauder's back. Awesome. Damn, I've never been so happy to see like a prototype AC-130, but I'll take it. The question is, what is it going to hit next? Oh, looks like Brother Page was like, okay, screw that thing in the sky. We are shooting it down immediately. I'm tired of this. Which, don't blame it. Oh, looks like we were able to cause some forces to surrender from regrouping the line. Very cool. Icar moving up. Now, all of his forces are scattered, and they have a lot of half-tracks. If he moves up with some good armor, he can knock a lot of that stuff out. And looks like that's exactly what he's doing. He's moving the M4DDs to knock out these Luxes, which are kind of, again, they did one hell of a job getting behind enemy lines. Now they have to get back to the front line before these tanks literally annihilate them. And they are pressing. It doesn't look like the guy in the middle has really good armor. I'm not seeing anything except for the Panzer III. Again, judging by Tengoyo, he does have a Panzer, so I'm assuming he's just maybe saving up for some really, really awesome ones later on, or maybe some very expensive ones now, because Phase C is about to occur, and I'm assuming we'll see a bunch of armor deployed. But anyway, the level 10 stuff could wipe all this off the map, is what I'm saying. So we'll see how well that goes. Plus, technically, Icar is airborne, so we could really start calling in some better planes for some awesome airstrikes. Anyway, looks like that those forces were able to regroup for the most part. Poor Bazooka team. And they're still holding. We have additional reinforcements moving up. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to win per se, but it could be at least an interesting fight. Anyway, it looks like unfortunately this 109 is going to come in on that. Oh, shoot. Wrong thing. They're going to come in on that unit. Oh, hello. Oh my god, yes. Just when you thought he was going to die, it's like, nope. But that being said, Austrians are opening fire on those fighters, causing some massive damage. But it doesn't matter. They did their job. They did their job. They saved that poor recon unit and knocked out his 2-star vet pilot, which is very expensive and very costly, as he probably only had 1, maybe 2 of those. So we'll see how things turn. Anyway, engineer squad's opening fire, getting a couple victories here and there. Wow, goddamn, just a giant armor cluster over there. AI still holding the front, barely. Barely is a strong word that I would use. Oh boy. Anyway, Jagdpanzer being deployed on the left. Do he have anything to counter? Not really. Not seeing any armor to deal with all this armor. Oh boy. Again, the M4DDs, fine, but he's not really fighting actual armor. He's not fighting this. Once those actually get into play, yeah, he's going to be screwed. Oh boy. Did you remember what happened the last time you deployed that? But anyway. P-47 Thunderbolt going in, dropping a bomb on target. And looks like it was able to hold the armor back. Again, it was explosive enough for all these tanks to be like, what? Oh boy, that was bad. We should probably fall back. We don't feel comfortable in this situation. Anyway, looks like we have our own fighters. Brother Pedro getting his own fighter groups to fight their fighter groups. Now we have the Grasshopper over here. I'm assuming he's going to rapidly deploy them. But I'm assuming if he does, we'll have all 3 fighters rapidly deploy and knock out Brother Pedro. So it could be a nice fighter war go on. A couple half-tracks being taken out. Panzer IV moving in. Oh, yep, there's the fighter squadrons as stated. But Brother Pedro doesn't seem to notice. Nope, he does. They're playing chicken with each other, trying to see if one will cross the enemy line. And right now, the Allies kind of have to be more so. Chicken. Because, again, the enemy has so many Oswinds that it's like, if we push, we're screwed. So. Oh, very nice. Very obese calling in some direct artillery. Could definitely do a lot, especially in this region with some artillery strikes killing infantry. We'll see how things go. Unfortunately, the M4D got knocked out by the Panzer IV, I assume. Though maybe he can rush up and get a nice shot on some of the armor with his hidden bazooka teams. That would be nice. But I will give Icar this. The fact he's still fighting after all this time, good for him. Again, I hate when people quit, and the fact that he's still trying to fight, good for him. Now, let's see. Oh my god. Well, Tengoyo's like, I'm going to do a massive push. And holy crap, did that just backfire. I think he lost like 5 units in that push. So, good for him. It's a moral victory for Icar, because goddamn, he needs something. AT gun on standby, moving up with an MG. They have this big armor group, which would be great for an airstrike. And the fighters are going to have to pull back and refuel. But as long as they don't take too much damage, they just need to refuel, which means they'll deploy on the front line hopefully sooner. At least they believe they will, because again, they're not deploying damage. Oh, here we go. They're low on fuel, but they could go after that FW 190 if they wanted to. Or they're going to pull back. Yeah, just bad timing. He's going to keep his Grasshopper back, I assume, because again, he doesn't want to rapidly deploy it, because he knows if he deploys it, things aren't going to go all that well. Wow. Bazooka team could get some nice shots from behind. That'd be amazing. Just fire up the back. Right up the tailpipe of that Panzer IV and knock it out. But you know he's keeping this on wait. Like, I'm going to wait for the perfect moment. I'm going to wait for the Tiger to deploy. Anyway. No messages from either side yet. Big grouping right here from Icar. Trying to knock out that Panzer III. He has some additional AT guns moving up. Tengoyo's like, okay, push. And looks like he might. Or he could be awarding him, hey, dipshit, don't go through here, otherwise you will die. Take this road instead? Oh my god, Bazooka team's opening fire. Knocked out a Panzer IV. That's an awesome shot. I give him credit. Taking out any vehicle like that, pretty good. You can sneak guys behind enemy lines. Again, close proximity, very nicely done. Now we have all this armor in mid. This is where I want the guy. This is why I want a bomb just to go off. If he breaks that, they can push right through. But there's no way he can call it an airstrike, or can he? Again, I keep saying that because again he is the 101st Airborne. So if anyone can call in a super bomb strike, it's the 101st Airborne. And looky what we got. So again, Oswin's opening fire. But I'm assuming we're gonna have a lot of bombs drop any second now. There they are. Knocked out some half-tracks and pushed all the armor back. That's what I call a nice victory. P-47 Thunderbolt coming in. Again, he's trying to use the cluster to his advantage. Did they drop bombs? I don't think they dropped bombs. They did not drop bombs. But they're all falling back, which is good, because if they can fall... Oh, wait, no, he did. He did. He killed one of the units. Or the AT gun did. One of the two. Oh, wow. So Icar coming in, hammering all those forces. Fighters coming in as well. Knocking out the recon, but taking some heavy shots from those P-51 Mustangs. AT gun still opening fire. Can he get a kill on something? Let's see. What does he have target on? Oh, he doesn't have target on aim. No, he does. Like, random stuff over here. But he doesn't have target on the Jagdpanzer because it's hiding behind the shrubs. As you can see, there's like this bush here. It's blocking the shot. Oh, but the fighters are coming in trying to knock it out. You have some AA being deployed to the front. That could help. AI is still holding on the left and actually pushing on the right. Huh. Because Brother Pedro is focusing all of his efforts in mid, his right flank has just a stable guard. And now the AI is like, hey, maybe we can push up. Though I wish they would push up a little bit more because I feel like if they push up everything, they could easily break these guys. But whatever. It's at least trying. Now, unfortunately, Icar's counterattack, while it did get some nice casualties on the Axis, unfortunately, he's not really able to really push on that. He's just kind of knocking him out left and right. It's kind of like after like a major Soviet battle against the Germans would keep advancing. You would eventually get some partisans that would come up and knock out a panzer or something along those lines. It's like, yes, all right, you got victory here or there. Not bad, but like I said, it's not gonna truly change the war effort in a large scale. Just small stuff here or there. Again, knock out supply lines, you name it, it can do it. Now let's see. What's your next move? Line of AT guns maybe on the right? Alright, maybe like here and position them if they try to push through. Not a bad idea. Again, I love how it's taken two guys. Not even... Icar has barely been pushed back. But he's still holding for the most part. So I'll give him credit. Where he has this AI who's like, yeah, let's move up this thing. You know, the tank that, for all intents and purposes, really is not meant for a fighting vehicle on the front line, and has a very important artillery ability. Let's put him on the front. Sure, why not? That works. Attack beacon, Brother Pedro. Oh, the bazooka team that's coming in. Oh, come on, please. 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 Kill the Panther. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. It's a 200mm range. Do it now. Come on. Yes. Come on, more. More. Do it. Do it. Do it. Ah, maybe it's 14 armor. Damn it. I thought they could take it out. That sucks. I was so hoping they could kill it, but you know what? Good for him that he was able to keep that thing back there so long and keep killing units. And it took what, the last couple minutes of the game for him to realize, oh, there's something back there. Maybe I should really focus. Anyway, light infantry skirmish, but nothing too major. At this point, they're just trying to hold the line at where they can, because they pretty much had this in the bag. The Allies can't push up any further because there's just one guy. The AIs are just kind of throwing in what they have, but I just like his skirmishes against them. Sure, he's not gonna win, but he's definitely doing more than he should have. Like, these guys, especially double teaming, should have been able to curb stomp this guy. But no, he's still able to hold, and he's still able to at least keep the front line going. So it's only 0.2. So nothing too bad, I would say. Yeah, it is a total victory. They will win it sooner. But at least at least the game is like, oh, I held him for 35 minutes. All right, I'm sorry, 30 minutes instead of 40. I'll take it. Speaking of which, we have a Panther over here just opening fire. I'm assuming, yep, there goes that. Pushing on the left, AA half-track, showing it can do a lot, though it's using all of its AA rounds, so it's pretty much not going to be able to shoot down any planes. Great. Unfortunately, with the airborne, that's the best tank he has, so really there's no way, unless he gets some infantry, he's really going to be able to fight the Jagdpanther. You can use the bombs, sure, but the AA is kind of holding him back on that one. Anyway, here comes the fighter on that. Oh, no. You can escape. You can escape. Oh, he escaped. Anyway, I imagine he escaped. Let's go team. Overall, yeah, the Icar did best. Let's see. Brother Pedro, most kills. Again, his flank through behind is why the entire Allied line collapsed. So let's see. Was there any? Nothing really. Losses. The Cromwell. All right. Really? So this is against the AI. God damn. The tiger annihilated everything. Jesus. Well, at least we know who put it on. Again, not half bad at all. But in any case, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time. But before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters like Ace, Sean, Tim, Carter, Leo, and Nick. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. Oh, wait. Sean, Ace, Carter, Tim, Leo, Nick. Am I missing? I think I might be missing someone. Let me get from the top. Ace, Carter, Sean, Tim, Leo, Nick, Ace. There we go. All of them. I knew it was like, there we go. Anyway, that's it. That's game, guys. I'll see you next time.